Take the bait, you little shits. I just get hit. Are they?
Yeah,
just let him jump up. Do I keep an eye out? Keep an eye out for me. Is it?
Was that unless that was you realising that?
Wasn't me.
Ow! I nailed you! Thank you, you know, you just that.
Got an Eddie's friend up there as well.
Don't understand that. Good job I'm not speaking like that.
Is that him building or you? Why is he trying to get his mate?
Am I full?
Hi guys and welcome back. Now this is the actual live server that we recorded all the traps on. Now we did actually catch some AK guys on here, but it went a bit sour quick because of the ladders on them and they got pretty pissed very quickly as well. You can see the raid bases over here. Now they actually come back with rockets and decided to blow the shit out the base as well. I'll put the footage at the end. It's actually quite funny, you can see it. I'll condense it down as well. They absolutely destroyed us, to be fair, but the faults from the ladders that we found that they get out, we actually corrected that so people couldn't do it again, and I'll show you that in a second. Now these concrete barricades are here so people can jump up. It is quite tricky from the jump up, but you can do it. It just takes a couple of goes, and that's how we managed to trap both sets of people. As you come to the top, you'll see that from below we've got stone barricades. Up here we've got two floor tiles with stability. It was very low. Now we can drop both those floors with the mechanism that we're using, as you've seen. Now the window frame is good for early game. If you want to catch higher tier players or people that are going to invest time in it, I'd upgrade that to wood, stone, and they can pickaxe through it. You'll see the low walls here, they're just to try and hide the split walls. I'll show you that later on when we build it. The signs are in place there simply so the ladders can't get up. That's the simple reason in the way we've managed to correct the fault from the actual base. Inside, completely basic. We didn't want to keep any loot in here, so we had two simple boxes with wood and resource to build it back up. As you come inside, we put shotgun traps down because we wanted to instantly kill them. I made a mistake and didn't put a window on this side. Something I couldn't do, I couldn't remove it, so it's something I had to live with. Shotgun traps are very good if you got them, but if you do want to throw them, put that window in place. Now I will show you in the build server how to build the main mechanism. This is all it is, this one single door frame that you can see in Twig that you shoot out, and the whole floor drops. It's quite easy to put back up as well, and I've put things in place to make sure that you get it up straight away as well. You don't have to mess about by putting certain low walls in places. In here we put a vending machine, nice and simple, just showed us on the map and made sure people did see kind of where we were and give some sort of interest, but I didn't want to put the trap around the actual vending machine, whereas you could put the vending machine on the top and put it in the door frame where the wood is. Completely up to you. I won't show you how to build the full base, I'll only show you the mechanism, as it's up to you how you build it. If they're all the same, then people will know. So I'll jump on the build server now and show you how it's done. So guys, this is the actual mechanism itself, and this is the basic footprint of the actual base. Now I'll quickly show you the mechanism. I know there's no squares at this side, it's just this was the very first version of the base we done and we altered it to what you've seen in the live footage. Now the trap is extremely simple in how it works. Because of the split walls, it separates the sockets from each other. So if you put these roof pieces here like so, stun them up, go to the very top, put your floor tiles in place, making sure they're in line and the gaps are at the sides for the actual split walls, which gives it very poor stability. Now this is the main mechanism here. This is how it should look internally in your base. Now I'll just show you in testing. If we hit the twig out, it drops everything. So this is what you're aiming for inside your base. You can have it with triangles or you can have it with squares. It's simple, you just go out 8 squares and come back in triangles to get a triangle, and back in 9, but I will show it in actual squares. I feel squares are better because you can do more with the squares at either end if you're doing a shop, and you can conceal it how you feel. Now it's extremely simple to do. I will take this away and I will show you from the very start how it's done. Now for this I'll be using B grade, so it upgrades it straight to stone for the main footprint. It's quite simple, you just put your two first squares in, and this is going to be your main base. So for the time being I'm going to put a half wall just here so you know this is the main side, okay? It's just for demonstration purposes, nothing else. Now you're going to go 9 squares. And you're going to take all the squares back all the way to the stone. I'm using Entity Kill. If you've got a cupboard, you can take majority away, but you'll have to cut 2 out. Now go back in triangles all the way back. And for the last one, you can take a square, make sure it's joined to this side. This gives you your gap. Stone that up and we'll get rid of them. Again, you need to smash these out. Try and do it as quick as you can, so make sure you have the resources to actually do this before you do. Now again, we're going to go out 9. Take it back. Oh, sorry, I can fix that when I get back there. Just need to put a square back in place, like so. Done. Now, I just destroyed that by accident. You see now you've got a gap in this side as well. Again, destroy these. Again on this side as well. Take it back. And again back in triangles all the way back. Finish off with a square, make sure that gap's there. As soon as it's done, seal it up. Take all these just to make it tidy. Then you have the last section again, taking out 9 squares. Back to your triangles. It is quite resource heavy. If you're a group, this is ideal. If you're a solo player, it's going to be hard depending on the type of server you're playing on. But traps are mainly for fun. Don't bank on a trap being the main thing you're going to have for a wipe, because you don't want your trap base being your actual base, because if you piss someone off they're going to fucking wreck you. So I'll take these away now and I will show you how the actual trap's done. So make sure these 2 original squares are completely separated from everything else. They can't be part of anything. Now this is where it comes in. You have to make sure you put both walls and doors in twig. It's soft side to soft side. As soon as they're done, upgrade them. Do not leave one twig and upgrade one. Make sure you've got enough resources, because if someone breaks it out and you upgrade one, it can be tricky to get them back in and it could waste the whole trap for you. So decide if you're going to put windows in or if you're going to put doors. It's up to you how you do it. It's your prerogative. Now I've just shown for example's sake of what you can put in place here. Doesn't make a difference for this section. Just put doors like we did last time. If you find it doesn't go in, rotate it and then try it and you'll find it goes. I've got a whole video on wall stacking you can have a look at. I'll link it below as well if you're new to wall stacking. And at the end here we'll just put some doors. Rotate it around. Done. Now that is the main part done. Now it's a little bit tricky here because you need to make sure you connect the correct sockets when you're going up. Now sockets, if you don't know, sockets are these sections. A socket is where it connects to another wall or door frame. Now for these sections I would recommend putting internally low walls so you can't connect anything else to those. That will stop you messing it up if you build it up in stages. Stone them up and now nothing can connect to them. You're fine. On this side, put walls. I would recommend in here put windows so you can actually see if people are in or falling through. Again, we'll put a wall on this side. Here we'll put a door because it's covered so you can't headshot you from below. stone this up, and now comes the trap part. Now because this is twig, if you go offline this will demolish this section because of decay. So if you're going offline, you haven't trapped anyone, you upgrade it to wood and soft side cut it out, it will drop the whole trap, but it's just something, it's just part of the base, you can't do anything about it. So this is the main trigger point of the actual stability trap, right here. Now, once this is in place, you simply just take your 2 roof pieces, drop them in, stone them up. Now, I'll come up here and I will put some sort of floor. So this will be a part of your base, if you like, from up top. Now, it said you might want to put a vending machine up here, or you want to put, say, a door like I did with the soft back side. Now, make sure you connect your door or your bait to the right socket again, because if you mess it up, it ain't going to work. And I think I might actually have put that in the wrong socket. Give me 2 seconds. No, it's right. So you're going to put your door frame in place, or your window. I'll put a double door here, so if you're going to put a short front. Now when you're putting the actual floor in, this is the only critical part you need to make sure it's correct. You need to have a gap just there. You see where there's a gap is just in front of you? Just there. Very small gap, like a wall stack. Then from that, drop it on again. Obviously you'll have your floor on this side for whatever you've done to build it into your base. So I'll stone that up to show it. And this is the main section of your base here. This is the trap itself. I decided to put half walls on the ends so I can stop the ladders. It's up to you, just make sure you put it in the right section. Don't put it onto the actual trap floors because they'll fall with it, and that will stop anyone from being able to put signs on to stop people from laddering out. That's actually the wrong socket. 2 secs. I haven't put a roof piece there, yeah, that's why. So, upgrade these, and I will show you now the actual trigger point. I say I'm not going to show you the whole base because you want to just build this mechanism around the base. You might want to even build it up. I'll show you in a second. You can actually spread these floors out as well and make it bigger quite easily. But if we drop down, I will show you now. Full working, done. The trap's activated. They can drop down. We had turrets in place. I recommend if you're solo, if you've got shotgun turrets or flame turrets, they aren't that hard to get. I recommend that you use them so it kills them instantly. And it's quite quick to actually do up as well. You can see you're literally just there. Roof piece, jump up, secure, and you're secure now down here. Try and get as many people on there as possible, because we found, especially with the AK guys, if one doesn't drop down, they're just going to shoot in and you can shoot a twig out. That's why it's probably best to have the shotgun trap. But it all depends on what stage of the wipe you build this trap. If you build it early game, chances of having ladders are a little slimmer, but later game they're probably going to have ladders. Now, as I mentioned, you can actually spread this out and make it bigger. Give me 2 seconds, I'll demolish this and show you. It just depends how much land you've got to work with, because you're going to need a lot of flat land, remember. Now, I can extend it out here, take that away, drop down. We'll do the same here. Take that out, and done. And using the exact same mechanism as before as well. It just gives you 4 tiles instead of 2 tiles. Let me take this here, drop it down. I'm just leaving twig just now to save time. Now, I will show you just the basic, because you've got the principle now. Put the roof pieces in place. You take your floor tiles, and they will actually attach there as well. Always stand up, but you have to make sure you extend the split wall for this to work, or this socket will attach to the wall you had in place before. And again, just for demonstration purposes, I'll just put walls in here just to show you. Actually in progress. So both sides you've got that whole landing, so you could put 2 doors here if you like, 2 wooden doors. so they're burning through or smashing through. As soon as you hit this out from below, done. They're all down and they're trapped. It's extremely simple, guys. It's not too hard. You do need the flat land and resources, but as I said, traps are for fun. Don't keep your main loot in the trap, for God's sake, because like what happened to us, some guys will come back who are more geared, have got rockets, and they will try and get revenge for what happened. I'll stick the AK clip at the end now and show you. It was actually quite funny. They smashed us to bits, but it was good. That's why we trial these on live servers, so we can see the faults that are there. If we hadn't done that, we would have produced the base without the signs and the small walls. We wouldn't have known of it. Someone would have built this base. If it happened to you, you spend your whole wipe doing it, and it wouldn't have been fair. So if you are doing these, always try them out first. It makes a world of difference, honestly. You don't want to spend too much time in something that's actually broken. Whoa, that's an AK.
Yep.
That is an AK.
Wow. I just got killed by our own turret. Because I know all the
Whoa. Right. This could be happening.
Told you it would work.
I need you to tell me when they're in the... Oh, they're up.
Inleveren, al je geld
Go to the window,
inleveren.
go to the window. Tell me when they're both on it. I think they're trying to get back up. Yeah.
Both on the.
No?
Boy.
Oh shit!
Hey boys!
Nice dude, almost.
They got ladders.
Oh my god, you got me!
Yeah, one's back now with a rocket launcher on his back. Here you go. Hey.
Oh shit!
You actually set up a really good place. That's not very good.
Excuse me? How the fuck are you able to shoot me? What the fuck?
Hacked me. We're all hacked. They're dumb enough to like they're smart enough to bring ladders to them. Back up there. They've got a rocket launcher out, be careful.
Oh fuck, I'm wounded.
Oh, there comes rockets. Beyond first.
It's alright, as long as they only break the top bit.